Okay, Carter, we're working on the fire truck today. We're going to get some help from Billy and Gilbert. I know Gilbert's working out the issues here, and we got a surprise guest coming over. Let's go. Coming now. There he is. All right. He's not having any trouble getting around in the snow. Hey, Billy. Billy and Gilbert, and Blake's coming over. Check it. This maniac. Blake! This is what you decide to take out in the snow, huh?
Well, you gotta have a little bit of fun.
I guess so.
It's always a wonder if you get there or not, at least in one piece.
Yeah.
You got
Got
all
a
that
little weight in the back end.
You got all that traction back there.
Oh yeah.
Should be able to make it anywhere.
It's better than the tires I usually run. You know.
Are these street slicks, or what are you running on this thing?
Yeah, they're street slicks. They're a little bit legal.
Are they sight?
They got some tread. They got the rain grooves.
Oh, you got it.
There's a little bit.
You got it.
Yeah, and you got, big heavy car. She's got a motor in her right now in the back. Got a project.
All right. Tell us a little bit about this crazy setup.
Oh yeah, she's a wild one. She's an old 327 small journal with the old dome top pistons. A little bit too much compression, but as long as you keep the fuel a bit high, she'll be fine. She's got an old Martin draw-through system on it. Makes about 8 psi.
So draw through turbo.
Yeah, draw-through turbo, kind of like the old Volkswagens ran back in the day.
So you're putting fuel and air charge through the turbo on these,
Precisely.
right?
It's kind of like an exhaust-driven supercharger.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Hand grenade supercharger,
Exactly,
somewhere in between.
Yeah. Hey, I blew one motor up, and this one's brand new. We'll see how long
I
she
heard
lasts.
about that. I got a present for you for that same
I
reason.
like to shout out to Greg with his.
Oh yeah, yeah.
With
And
the
Bud's
gut
on the
rod.
back there.
Yeah, you got the slaps from Gotrod on here.
Yeah. You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see the sticker back here. I got it for you.
Yeah. You still got the original rook frack on this thing, huh?
I do. The old roof rack. She's got the cover on there because I just kind
Now,
of.
you've been building on this thing since you were a teenager, haven't you?
Since I was 13.
Oh,
There,
yeah.
there you are.
Yeah, you got
Maybe,
a man on there.
Yeah, this is the next project right here. The old 283 out of a 60 vet.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see what she's a bit crusty.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that gives me
Well,
a little
hey.
bit more traction.
Working on
Steering box.
steering box on the fire truck today. We've got to try to figure out how to get this giant steering box
Oh, I heard.
to fit on here and not drag the ground, because we're going to air this thing down to the bumpers basically. And in the location, the challenge we have is trying to get this cab to tip and everything else to work and still air to the ground. It's kind of a weird combination.
Okay. The box is the first thing that's going to hit.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be a lot of work. So
We don't want the
Let's see where it's at right now.
yeah.
So where it's at right now.
Yeah. So where this sits, we're measuring this thing up, and this is about 13 and a half inches long.
Okay. Yeah, so we gotta notch this over here, Gil. We have to make a sleeve right here for that to come through, and we also gotta cut our spring mount back there where we can get the angle. So we're less than 13 inch. Right now we're at 13 inches, and we need to be at like 12 or less.
So the idea is you're going to tip the box back further,
Back further
to get it up off the ground.
to get it
Yeah,
up
that
off
way
the
you can get it up.
Okay, so we're going to go through this big monster that we put in
Yeah.
and make a clearance for that, and then we've got a drop pitman arm that should put us in the right location,
Yep.
right?
And we'll make a drag link.
And then that
That'll be over
pitman arm
here.
doesn't clear here, so you're gonna cut.
Yeah, I'll be sleeving this out and clearing that. Once we get that mounted in
Okay,
place.
so once this is all put together, we're somewhere in the neighborhood of this then,
Yeah,
up higher, because I gotta get
we gotta notch it. So.
Yeah, it's going to be up in there.
But,
And we can go a pretty steep angle as long as we don't get too much.
Right, so we don't bind up on the steering column.
Yeah. Because it's going to get easier once it tips the cab, because this is going to actually straighten out.
Right.
So we want to measure it where the cab is obviously right now, because that's where you're going to want the steepest angle to be.
All right. Well, in worst case scenario, we end up with 2 joints in it like it has now.
Yeah, exactly.
But for now, we'll get it in there, do what it takes, tear into this thing.
Yeah, so the next step, we're gonna cut this out, and then this plate over here. Whatever we did with it.
Right here.
This plate right here is the original mount plate to it, so I'm gonna cut this back here so we can get it as tight to those horns as we can, and then we'll go from there.
So I hung your plate
Yeah.
on your Christmas present.
Oh yes,
Me and Carter here, we built you a
I love it. Yeah.
heavy duty stand for your
that's really
monster
cool.
anvil you bought.
I got a forge years ago that we haven't even fired up yet. So the plan is sometime to fire up the forge on another stand, and we'll get all the guys out here, and we'll get like a little knife blank, and we'll make a knife, and yeah, something fun to do.
Oh yeah,
That's really cool.
And then for you,
For me?
yes, I heard you blew up that 327 of yours,
Yeah.
and I've been saving this. So this motor here, this came out of the gasser. When I got that gasser, that thing in the 70s raced on this motor.
Really?
This was dual quad tunnel ram setup. It's a 62-5 Corvette 327 block. I think that's legit.
Oh, absolutely. It's got the that's where the breather would have gone, for the road draft tube. And
Yeah,
it's
so
got the threads.
some old Pro Comp heads. You can probably get through those and do some good work with that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got the oil pan. The oil pan was cut out to go over the straight axle on that car. It's all there. But I've been saving it for somebody. I figured somebody would have a vet or something they need it. But
I got a
You
big
said-
heavy wagon.
yeah, you blew that salt flats motor up.
I
So
blew that motor up. Kingdom come.
this thing's viable, man.
You're going to give her to me?
Yeah, it's all yours.
Oh, bud.
Yep.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to make a diamond out of this
Yeah,
girl.
take this over to your machinist and get her,
Yeah.
get her happening.
Absolutely. I know what I'm doing later tonight.
Yeah, we'll get it loaded up in your car so you have some traction out here.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you know, 2 betters is better than 1. 2 motors are better.
All right.
Right on. Well, yeah, we'll touch base once we get it done.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Hot from here.
Yeah, let's do it.